for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Cause P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything.
Katt Williams has been pointing out Diddy's suspicious behavior for a while, and recent events seem to confirm it. Diddy's homes were raided last week, bringing to light more evidence of his questionable actions over the years. Allegedly, he's not alone in this. There are others in the industry involved too, including some big names. Katt Williams is determined to expose Diddy and his associates, wasting no time in presenting new evidence. These industry figures might be the reason Diddy is in trouble, and the situation doesn't seem to be resolving anytime soon. Let's see who Katt has revealed as Diddy's accomplices and how they contribute to his predicament.
Sean Diddy Combs can't seem to escape the spotlight right now, and the federal investigation into any connections to an alleged operation is creating comparisons to other infamous figures like Jeffrey Epstein and R. Kelly.
Katt Williams warned us that secrets don't stay hidden forever, and it seems like he was right. It's only the first quarter of the year, and we've already seen a lot unfold. Katt has been determined to shine a light on the shady characters in the industry, with Diddy being one of them. In his Club Shay interview, Katt predicted that this would be the year Diddy's true colors are revealed. Some doubted him, but it looks like his words are coming true.
These big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong.
Katt even shared how he had to turn down lucrative offers many times because he refused to associate with people like Diddy.
They offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Cause P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why.
It's unbelievable how things are unfolding just as Katt predicted. By now, you've probably heard about Diddy's homes getting raided by Homeland Security last week. Allegedly, Diddy fled to a private island, leaving his kids behind to deal with the police. It's all pretty wild. But for those who missed it, let's quickly recap. On Monday, March 25th, officials from Homeland Security Investigations raided 3 of Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. In one video, Diddy's sons Justin and Christian were seen being handcuffed, which is standard procedure for raids like this. Allegedly, the raid is related to trafficking allegations against Diddy that have surfaced in recent months. These allegations began with Cassie's lawsuit in November 2023, where she accused Diddy of a decade of abuse, manipulation, and control. Cassie claimed Diddy forced her into situations with other men for his pleasure, organized sessions where she was drugged and unable to consent, and subjected her to physical violence. Diddy settled with Cassie quickly after the lawsuit was filed, leading many to speculate about the validity of her claims. This prompted other alleged victims to come forward, resulting in 4 additional lawsuits against Diddy, including one from his former producer Lil Rod. Lil Rod's lawsuit accused Diddy of trafficking and other serious offenses and implicated high-profile figures like Christina Korum and Sir Lucian George as co-defendants. Moreover, Katt Williams agrees that Diddy isn't acting alone and has influential friends who are involved. He recently shared a clip on Instagram featuring Diddy from an old Nickelodeon show. In the clip, Diddy suggests putting a toy helicopter in someone's pants and remote controlling it to wake them up, implying a disturbing attitude towards consent and boundaries.
And he's still sound asleep. What are we gonna do? I don't know. You know, in situations like this, I always ask myself, what would P. Diddy do? What would P. Diddy do? Well, I don't know. Hey, let's ask him. Oh, okay. P. Diddy?
What's up?
We can't wake up Shane.
You try symbols?
Yep.
What about sour milk?
Didn't work.
Tell you what. Take this toy helicopter. Put it down his pants.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do. Come on, put it in. Nothing. Didn't work. He's still asleep.
Try this.
Shall I? By all means.
That's obviously a very disturbing clip, and it's weird enough that Diddy read the script and agreed.
The clip is undoubtedly unsettling, especially considering Diddy's past interactions with young boys like Justin Bieber and Usher, and the allegations surrounding those relationships. What's even more concerning is that the script was approved by someone at Nickelodeon, reportedly Dan Schneider. If you've been following the news, you'll know about Dan Schneider. Recently, some Nickelodeon executives have been exposed for taking advantage of child stars working with the network. This revelation followed the release of the investigation Discovery docuseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, which sheds light on allegations of abuse and mistreatment behind the scenes of popular Nickelodeon shows. Katt Williams seemed to suggest in his post that Dan Schneider is one of Diddy's industry accomplices. And let's not forget Katt's rant where he called out Diddy and Jermaine Dupri for their alleged actions.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of house if you ask me, baby.
Jermaine Dupri has faced accusations of misconduct involving the boy band Criss Cross, alleging he took them to strip clubs and groomed them. While there's no concrete evidence of these claims, Jermaine has vehemently denied them, calling them disrespectful. This situation mirrors Diddy's alleged involvement with individuals under his authority. Diddy's former backup dancer, Tanika Ray, recently shared a video on Instagram detailing her horrific and traumatizing experience with Diddy.
Family member who I want you to hire them as an intern. Yeah. And I have never talked about this publicly. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. Yeah. And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say. Yeah. Years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day. But it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why aren't you saying something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that.
Tanika Ray also stitched a separate video accusing Diddy of taking advantage of an intern. However, she didn't share the details of what happened, leaving the caption to speak for itself. If I told my story in 1996, then what? I just knew to avoid him at all costs. Yes, I danced for him and kept my space. I was on the Vote or Die airplane and kept my space. I interviewed him for his projects and kept my space. Nothing happening is surprising. What's intriguing is that Diddy supposedly took preemptive steps to protect himself by recording interactions with prominent individuals who frequented his parties and participated in his activities. According to Jaguar Chris allegations, Rihanna contracted herpes from Jay-Z, lending credibility to her claims. It's worth noting that Jaguar has a long-standing grudge against Jay-Z, evident from her numerous statements about him. In one interview, she highlighted the connection between Jay-Z and Diddy, suggesting they've been associated for a long time. Another interview saw Jaguar likening Jay-Z to Diddy, albeit smarter and more cunning, which she believes is why he hasn't faced consequences.
He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
May possess sensitive information about key industry figures that could jeopardize his safety, particularly if he faces imprisonment. However, according to Gandil, Diddy's former bodyguard, Diddy would choose to take his own life rather than endure prison. In a recent interview, Gene expressed his belief that Diddy would find prison unbearable.
You knowing him, do you think it's possible that he might commit?
When you're a narcissist, there's always a possibility because you're suffering. But I don't think that he can see himself in a cage. I don't think he can see himself behind those bars in those type of situations. It's too many real dudes that dislike him. But then again, there's a lot of real dudes that need help. And him being behind bars, he could probably help.
Diddy's potential legal troubles remain uncertain, but law enforcement sources suggest he might not evade charges given the alleged evidence Homeland Security has gathered. With figures like former Town Records CEO Ethiopia Habam Mariam reportedly willing to testify against him, Diddy appears to have nowhere to hide. Fans are rallying behind Katt Williams as he exposes Diddy, seeing it as a long overdue reckoning. Despite facing adversity, Katt's dedication to truth is undeniable, and he's proven to be resilient. It seems 2024 is indeed the year of Diddy's exposure. Now, it's your turn to weigh in on the situation. What are your thoughts on Diddy and his associates being brought to light? Share your opinions in the comments below and stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding saga.